Hey everybody, welcome to this week's programming. We are in, week 4 now? Yeah, I think we're in week 4, leading into the summer surge. Last week, I know a lot of people had some fun with those workouts. Hopefully you have some fun with these workouts leading into here. Now remember, we did have a blog post last week on hydration and performance. If you have not read that, I recommend going back, looking at our newsletter online. Check out that because it is getting hot in here. And I know we have a certain prerequisite of just water that we need, but for some of you, you might need a little bit more. Might need some electrolytes. We have some Ascent electrolytes in the gym if y'all want to come try those out. There's also all kinds of supplements that you can get online through Amazon, LMNTs. A lot of you know what you need or have access to it. If you don't have any resources or you don't know what to take, shoot me an email, Brandon@CrossFitBound.com, or you can shoot an email to Jessica, text Jess. She's really good with that supplemental side of it because she really takes a hold of that much more than I do. I'm more of just a grunt worker. Let's just go, give me some water and some caffeine, rock and roll. While she takes a much more scientific approach to that. But leading into this week, we got Monday starting off. I'm really excited about this workout. Every 7 minutes for 28 minutes, you're going to do a 4-minute AMRAP of just one movement. So this is kind of like that Norwegian method. We do a lot of AMRAPs, a 4-minute AMRAP with 3-minute rest in there with multiple movements. This time we're going to focus in on one movement per 4 minutes. So we have 4 stations set up. We're going to use ski erg so we can fit 20 people through this workout, one group being at each station. First, station number 1, you have ski erg for max calories in 4 minutes. Then we're going to rest for 3 minutes. Then you're going to do max squat cleans at 185, 125. Roughly, we're looking at that 65 to 75% range, something that you're not going to do touch and goes with for 4 minutes, something that you want to stay nice and steady with. The last minute to 90 seconds should be a challenge, and you have to just make sure every rep is perfect. We don't want to get out of position. That 185, 125 mark is just a really good median number for our really high performance and to our beginners. But remember, we're looking at 65 to 75%, something light. And then the third one, we have burpee box jump overs, 48 and 40 inches. If you notice, we got some new bands in, so we're going to try to stack those up. Obviously, if you're not comfortable jumping up that high on the boxes, totally understandable. There's nothing wrong with that. We will get you set up on a 30-inch box or maybe a 24-inch box, and we can do like a burpee box step over in place of the burpee box get for that height going up. And if you're like me, your knees are really sore. Sometimes it does not feel good coming down. So once again, we can do a burpee box step over in place of those. And then for the last one, you're going to do max calories on the bike. I'm really excited about this workout. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, and I believe a lot of people in the gym are going to enjoy it. Tuesday, we have our strength work. Every 3 minutes on the 15 minutes, we're doing 5 push press again, working up to a heavy set of 5. We can start off and build if you want to, or you can try to stay across the same sets. We're going to superset that, 8 to 10 standing dumbbell single arm rows on your right and your left side. And if you did 50 pounds last week, maybe grab a 55 and try to do 55 this week or a 60. Then from that one, we have a nice sprint interval. So it's 30, 20, 10, toes to bar, dumbbells shouldered overheads. Dumbbells shouldered overheads for RX is going to be 35 and 20. We want those to be unbroken. Preferably, I like to see push press and not push jerks. Just dip and a quick drive overhead with those 2 dumbbells. These right here, I know the 30, 20, 10 on the toes to bar will be very challenging for a lot of people to do unbroken. 30, 20, 10, toes to bar, that will be tough to go unbroken, but I still think a lot of us could do those in 3 sets. So maybe go 12, 10, 8 for the 30, and then for the 20, maybe 12 and 8, 10 and 10, or 8, 8, 6, or 8, 8, 4, or 8, 6, 5, whatever that ends up. Just trying to be consistent across those and trying to stay unbroken. Big sets as much as we can. If you don't have toes to bar, we can do knee raises, but remember, a lot of you I've coached in here, I like doing straight leg raises. So we can do the straight leg raises, something to mimic that movement to get some good strength work in. Once you get done with the 30, 20, 10, you're going right into 45 box jump step downs into 15 bar muscle ups. So even with the RX, we're looking at 15 bar muscle ups. If we're going comp, we're going to do 50 and 35s, but for you to do comp though, we should still be able to do 30 push press in a row with 50 pound or 35 pound dumbbells. We want those to be fast, we want those to be smooth, we want those to be efficient, we want those to be unbroken as much as possible. So choosing a lightweight for the dumbbells. Then we're going to do those 45 box jump step downs. That's going to get our heart rate up even more. It's going to get our legs a little fatigued, because here with the toes to bar and the dumbbell shoulder overheads, if you're doing the push press, we're still getting a lot of hip drive out of those. Toes to bar, hip focus, we're doing a lot of hip flexion in that, with a little bit of upper body pulling, shoulders, getting your lats involved. Then you get the box jumps, it's all legs. Then we go to the box jumps, big hip explosion going up, but at the same time fatiguing our legs. And then we're going to end out with 15 bar muscle ups. And then for the 30-minute AMRAP on Wednesday, this is going to be more of a zone 2 work. It's Hunter or Jonathan Palmer, if y'all look at him on the Wodify app. This is going to be what we do at a zone 2, zone 3 effort pace. It says AMRAP 30 minutes. Obviously, we want to go a little slower. Some of you are going to come in here, you're just going to hit it as hard as you can. If I'm doing this workout, I'm going to treat this kind of like as a recovery day. So I'm going to hit a 600-meter, nice, easy run. I should be able to talk to the person next to me. I'm going to come in, do my 32 ab mat sit-ups, nice, smooth, steady pace, jump on a ski erg or a row. We're going to do 750, 600 meters for the ladies. Nice, easy pace. Once again, we're looking maybe 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes on that. Some of you can do 2.5. Then we're going to grab some dumbbells or kettlebells, 300-foot farmer's carries. Not too heavy, 50s or 35s or 53s and 35s for the kettlebells. And then we have the ski erg or the row again. And then we're going to do a 60-second ring support hold. So if we want to jump up in the top of a dip, we can hold that position. We can pull the bands in from the rigs to our sides, or we can get the rings low to the ground and hold the top of a push-up position for 60 seconds. But we're going to accumulate that 60 seconds in that position. That's going to be our Wednesday's workout. So it's just nice, smooth, aerobic day. Taking our time, not focusing on going too fast, getting too many rounds in, just staying nice and easy breathing this day. So I know it's rain at the beginning of the week, then towards the end of the week we're not having rain. That's why I wanted to do some running. Thursday, we have our front squat, back squat. This time we're going up heavier. We're still sticking with 5 sets, but I want you to build this week. We're getting to that halfway point. So I want to find something that's heavy right here for those 3 front squats and those 5 back squats. I know Miguel, he had something crazy last week, like 2 for the guys. That's a lot of weight. Jessica, I think, went 205, 220 for a 3 and 5. But now there's been some heavy weights already being done. But now let's push the envelope a little bit. I know we want to be a little heavier than what we did last week, when you probably know what you can do or have an idea of what you can do for those 3 and 5s. And that's going to be our last week of this. And then next week, we're going to drop the reps down even more, build heavier. And then following this one, we're going to do something fun in here with something we haven't done before. We're going to do Tabata Friend backwards. So you have 9 thrusters, 9 pull-ups, 15 thrusters, 15 pull-ups, 21 thrusters, 21 pull-ups. But we're going to go Tabata interval style. So you can do 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest until you complete the whole thing. Some of you are going to be done really fast. And then some of you are not going to be done fast. Once again, the 20 and 10, this is going to hit everybody different, because some people are used to grinding out those reps and doing those slow reps towards the end, especially starting with the 21 and 15, 9. We're starting with the 9s because we want to be fast. We want to be smooth through these. And if you don't have pull-ups, I'd recommend doing ring rows, strict ring rows or banded strict pull-ups, something that we can get in and out of that quickly. And we don't want to spend a lot of time getting your feet in a band. Even if we have to do jumping pull-ups, I'm not a big fan of jumping pull-ups. But we got to figure out some way to stay moving, and ring rows would be a great way for you to do that. And once again, you're going to be working for 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest. Whenever you start doing that 10 seconds of rest, you're going to be surprised at how high your heart rate gets. So now we're going to be fighting 1, mental fatigue, 2, physical fatigue, and then 3, you're fighting the clock because you only have 20 seconds of work. So you have to be really efficient and know a game plan going into this. I know like the 9 and 9, like I'm going to try to get done with my 9 thrusters in that 20 seconds. I'm going to get done with my 9 pull-ups for sure in that 20 seconds. And even if I can get maybe 6 reps or 5 reps of that set of 15 into that with that set of 9 pull-up round, maybe not that many, maybe 3. That's still going to cut it down. Maybe I can push the pace a little more on my first set of thrusters, 20 seconds of the thrusters, maybe get through them, then get to the pull-ups. Because I know if I go a little slower on the thrusters, maybe break that up into 2 sets or 3 sets of those intervals, I should be able to do the 9, 15, 21 close to that 20 seconds as long as I can get there with that 20 seconds. Friday, we have a partner workout, AMRAP 24. We're going to split the reps. You go, I go, however you choose to split them up. You got 40 calories on the rower, so it'll be 40 for the guys, 32 for the ladies. Then you're getting off and you have 30 dumbbell bench press. Yeah, we're mixing it into a workout, 50s and 35s. Scale up 70, 50s, scale down probably be like 20s and 15s, 35 and 20s. Something to do big sets in, but if I have a partner, I want to find that weight or work hard enough to where I'm not doing all 20. Maybe I'll do 10, he does 10, maybe I'll do 15 the first half. He goes 5. We have the 30 dumbbell bench, and then we have 20 deadlifts, 225, 155 for RX. Scaling up, we're going to go 275 to 185. We haven't done some heavy deadlifts in a while, so this is going to be our heavy deadlift day with a partner. This Saturday, we have another partner workout, a little bit more aerobic again. It's not supposed to rain, so we'll see how that holds up. 800-meter run, say I partner up with Jessica. She does 200s, I do 200s. Go back and forth, back and forth. We each do 2 of those. Then we have 50 air squats. She does her air squats, I do my air squats till we get to 50. Then we have 30 GHD sit-ups. We usually have big classes, so maybe some of you start off on the GHD sit-ups. Maybe some of you go for the run, and then maybe some of you do the run into the GHD sit-ups. We'll have to mix it up and see how many people want to use it. I wish we had more, but it's just the way the gym's laid out and how many GHDs we got. Or we can do V-ups on this too. We get your 30 GHDs, and then we have 5 rope climbs. So it's going to be a longer workout, more aerobic, but no weight. This is going to be all just body weight stuff. If you want to come in, you want to wear a weight vest, push yourself a little bit more, you're more than welcome to wear a weight vest for this workout. I know that probably just opened the door for a lot of people. But remember, we're not wearing the weight vest just to wear the weight vest. If I'm wearing the weight vest, I still want to move quickly. I still want to move efficiently. I don't want to have crappy reps if I'm wearing a weight vest. Just because I'm wearing a weight vest doesn't make me more badass or make me more fit. I want to have it with a purpose, and I still want to move with intention, even with a weight vest on. So that's this week's programming. Hope you enjoy it. We have some really fun workouts. I'm excited to see how everybody does on this. I'm excited to see your names on the leaderboard. If you got any questions, reach out. Always here to help. Email, phone, text, however you need to reach me. Y'all have a great week. I know the 4th of July is coming up, so we're going to have a lot of people traveling. So if I don't see you, be safe, and see y'all's names on the leaderboard.